Podcast.
Cheer. What's good? We are back. Ali Similar Podcast, Season 2, Episode number 16. I am Rello. To the right of me, I have
DJ Dane-Ja.
DJ Hypa was good. I'm here.
Darren, what's good?
Joan.
Yes. Shout to Ease on the outside. Had to handle some BI. He's here in spirit.
Daddy duties.
Yes. Shouts to Ease on the outside, man. So we're going to move right into this thing like we always do. No rush, no fizzers. So we got this series that's been out for a little while now, but still has some traction on it. People still talking about it, calling it the most devastating series of all time or something like that. The Netflix series, When They See Us, basically the story about the Central Park 5, the 1989 Central Park 5 to be correct. I know I watched it. Everybody in here watched it. I know Ease watched it, so I know his heart is breaking right now because I know he got some stuff he wanted to talk about it as well. But I just want y'all to drop some thoughts, first of all, about your initial reactions to the first time you seen it, how it made you feel, the piece that you took from it, basically all that kind of stuff. If you want, I could definitely start out. Watching it made me feel all kind of ways. It's funny because I was talking to Ease about this the other day. First time I watched it, I watched the whole thing. Like I told y'all before, the last episode is kind of what touched me the most, even though the whole thing is devastating. But I heard a lot of people talking about it. I heard some females say, "Oh, I can't watch it," blah blah blah. So all week I'm telling my girl, I'm like, "Yo, you gotta watch this. You gotta watch this. You gotta watch this. You gotta watch it." She frying. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. So finally she got in the crib or whatever. So I'm like, "Nah, you gonna watch this tonight." So I put the joint on. She's watching it for a little while, maybe about 25 minutes into the show. She's like, "No, I just cannot watch this. I just cannot." I'm like, "Yo, just watch it." "I just can't. No, it's making me sick to my stomach. I just can't watch it. No, I cannot watch it." So I had to turn it off. But for a lot of people, it's that devastating to the point where they can't even watch it. I was able to get through it. I'm sure most of us was able to get through it. But it just was real devastating, man. There's a lot of stuff you're going to get into it. There's a lot of stuff on the docket. But for me, the first reaction is just devastation. So you guys can chime in on how you felt.
I had that same issue. Even the person I watched it with at the beginning, we watching it and they getting tight, and I'm like, "Yo, it's just a show. It's real life. It did happen, but it's just a show." And then start giving me attitude.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
I'm like, what the? I ain't do nothing. But yo, it's that real. Like first time I watched, after a while, it really caught me on the last episode when he started talking about Corey. Like his whole situation, I was like, nah, this is like the whole thing is screwed. The whole thing is like I wouldn't wish that on my enemy, like that type.
Can I ask you a quick question? I thought about this, and like really, because there's a lot of people out there like that. I think they were compensated with how much, like 40-something mil throughout the time.
41,
and they got like a recent
4 mil.
3 and change 4 mil yesterday.
Answer's no.
If you could easily say no. I'm not. Of course, I know my answer.
Yeah, the answer is no.
If somebody gave you an ultimatum, they gave you that predicament. Listen, you do this time, you'll get this amount of money. Would you do that?
Answer's no.
There's some people that would trade that time in for that amount of money. I know it sounds ridiculous. It's not nothing I would do.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, I ain't doing that either. Especially the way I seen
It'd be the dudes that like going to jail.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That live in jail. Be like, yeah, I'll do this.
Every time I see that, every time I look at the show over and over, I keep telling myself I would never, no amount of money, I would trade to have that type of experience. Listen, man, you can call me, I'm low-key bougie. I've gotten freaking sent to the bookings for like 2 days, and I'm ready to raise hell, bro. These guys lost, a collective of like 10 to 15 years of their life, and I can't handle 2. I would never do that shit for no amount of money, but my heart goes out to all of them, especially for them having to have that experience. I was young at the time, so I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember it at all.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, hang me if you have to, but I only knew about this like within the last decade.
I was talking to my uncle about it.
Yeah.
Just randomly, I think he saw me post about it. So I was talking to my uncle about it. He was like, funny, the crazy thing is everyone thought they did it. And my uncle's black. So he was just like, back then, everyone.
At the time?
Yeah, at the time, everyone thought they did it because of how the media portrayed it. There was no, allegedly, there was no, like, innocent until proven guilty. It's oh, this is
These
what
are the 5 people that we
yeah,
got.
and they did it without no proof, without nothing.
You know what probably solidified that, maybe they did it? The tapes where they made them confess. That one part that touched me the most when he said, "This is my first rape and it's going to be my last."
was
I'm
like,
yo, you,
what?
oh
Yeah,
my
that shit's
God.
That hurt.
Nah,
That
but
was
it's
just
pressure
damn,
though.
son.
That's what like if you really like watch the shit, I just felt bad. Even like they were so young. It's to the point where it's like they don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they basically like budged everything into them. Like, okay, it's either you do this or you go home. So it's like a kid's mind. Like, shit, I fuck it. I'm gonna just
I know
say
the
this to go
feeling.
home.
I wasn't even a
You know what I'm
kid.
saying? So it's
And
kind
I've
of
been
like,
put in predicaments when you're speaking to the police. They give you this aura, they give you this type of vibe to like, you know what, yo, just do this little, just say this a little bit
Yeah.
here. Just sign these papers and we'll send you home. So in your mind, like, yo, this is all I gotta do, and I'm out. I'm out of here. I'ma do what I gotta do.
Just fell for it.
Nah, people gotta be like very like open with their children. Like, yo,
That's
look,
why it's important that
That's why
everybody saw
like
this.
that's why I was gonna say like I think for me like because I'm like the only one in here that has like a son on the platform, so it's like I'm watching it from
Shout out to
Ease
Ease.
got
Shout
a
out
son
to
on
Ease
that
got a son.
platform,
Shouts to
man.
Ease. My bad. Yeah, I'm looking at it from that standpoint. Like I'm watching it and I'm like,
that shit could still happen
Just-
to female kids too, bro.
yeah, but
It may not be
what are
that
the
exact
chances? Yeah, what are the
situation, but-
chances of that?
Nah, but you just have them ready for anything. That's what it is.
Yeah, so it's like I'm watching this shit. I'm like, just picturing my son growing up, and God forbid if something like that was to happen when he get pulled over and him not knowing any better. So I'm looking at it from all different angles, from like a black man, from a black kid, parent, the system. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it from every angle, and like you said, the last episode to me was like for him to actually be mentally strong. And
yeah, I'm
that
not gonna
to
hold
me
you.
was
That-
like-
Was he mentally
that was the-
strong? I
yeah,
felt like
he
it
was-
broke him down.
No, but you got to be a different type of mentally strong to know I will get out of here. Just to like, if I just admit every parole hearing, I'll get out of here if I just admit. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm thinking about it as I'm watching it. I'm like, y'all just want to leave. So yeah, man, I did it. Like, I think I would have probably admit to it just because it's like, I just want to go home. Like that's how that's how they were feeling, and in my head I was like, yo, I'm at that young of an age, I would have probably did the same thing.
Yeah, that's why I can't even be mad at it either. Like I said, I wasn't even that young, and I got put in somewhat of those same type of predicaments. Thank God I was knowledgeable enough to know my rights from my wrongs, but I can see how you could get caught up in the system the same way. It's like, especially when they putting you through X, Y, and Z, the only thing you're thinking about is like, yo, I can't wait to get out of here. So all I got to do is sign these papers. All I got to do is say X, Y, and Z, and I'm out of here. You're not thinking about what you're signing. You're not thinking about what you're saying. All you're thinking about, you want to go home. Exactly the way they say, you want to go home, right? You want to go home, right? That's your friend, right? Just sign up. Just say this.
Let me just ask you a question, and I just need a individual answer from everybody. Like, because I remember I started talking to June about that in the chat. Within that series, was there any specific part that touched you? And I mean, like, touch you in a sense where it's either it got you angry, saying, yo, that's fucked up, or it's like, damn, like, where you feel like you was like, I just wanted to know from each person. Like, for me, I'm gonna start it off. For me, it was a matter of the fact that he went and went to the precinct with or what's his name, Yusuf.
Mans.
To me, that was the part that I was like, bro, Dane-Ja, me and you been boys since like God knows when. For you to follow me, and then you get hit, and you stood there longest, and then for my moms to tell me, or worry about yourself, like, how would your moms feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I feel like, bro, the shit that Corey went to, he didn't have to. So it's like he went through all of this just for homie, and then for homie moms to be like, but granted, Junior's like, yo, you know, when it comes to shit like that, you think about yourself.
For yourself.
I understand that, but still, I just feel like me, if I'm Yusuf, like, yo, he's actually in there because of me. So it's like, you as a friend, how do you live with that mindset every day, knowing that, you know, you want to do something, but your parents is telling you otherwise. Like, I'm just saying, for me,
You
that
got the basis wrong. The thing is, where we had a disagreement about is not as you as the person, like not as the kids, but as the parents.
right. No, I
The
understand.
parents, like the mother, let alone the mother. A mother's a nurturer of a child, and mothers, think about their child first at all. That's the first thing they think
Right.
about. So the mothers think about their child. They're not thinking about the other kids.
Right.
Maybe they feel sorry for the other kid, but that's not their. It's not in their
Not their main
mindset.
focus.
But I think
not
that's
their-
That, to me, that doesn't make it right. But you know,
you want to finish your
no,
statement?
no.
Go
I
ahead.
was saying that's what I was saying. I was like, I totally understand what you're saying, but that mindset doesn't mean it's right, because at the end of the day, your
It's not
child is
about-
your child.
Yeah, you're right, but
You
it's
saying-
not about right or wrong. It's about getting my son out that system.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? So,
But I think that's that in that picture. I felt the feeling of how sometimes black people don't look out for each other. You see how Yusef's mom went in there, and she I felt like Yusef's mom was the only one that kind of sort of knew her rights. She knew to go in there, and they couldn't, kind of coerce them and talk to them without no adult around. And so she kind of knew that. It was, to me, in that situation, she should have shared. I'm not saying you got to be like, to me, it would have been better for them to unite, even though they tried to unite as all parents. But it would have been better for them to unite and to communicate amongst themselves and share information, as opposed to just saying, no, I'm going to only look, because everybody's son is in the same situation. It's not like her son is in a better situation than his son. They all was in the same situation. So why not be more uniting in the front, or talk about and communicate with each other, instead of just saying, no, I'm going to focus on getting my son out, even though it's your son, that's going where your focus is going to be. But that's kind of a picture of what I think is something that in the black community we don't share information or try to unite on certain fronts.
I think with that is a multitude of things that we have to keep in mind. Number one, it happened in the 80s. And two, it's like you got to expect certain things. Like, we wasn't as unified back then that we are, maybe are, like, I would say have the same type of presence of mind with certain things now than we did back then. Like, perfect example, like how how Darren was talking about how the media, we believed everything the newspaper said. It was Bible to us.
Yep.
So well, I don't know if y'all watched the Ken Burns documentary, like the Central Park 5, the documentary.
No, not that. I ain't watched
But
that yet.
when you watch it, you realize they go in depth about it. Like, they didn't put allegedly, they didn't put nothing. It was like, yo, they did it. So basically, while you reading it, it was basically saying, like, they said they did it. They was even putting like stuff, like they even brought it up in a movie, and they had it on a documentary. They said homie had hair, had her hair on his pubes. That wasn't true, but it was on the newspaper, so therefore that means, damn, they did it. You know what I mean? So a lot of that plays in part, and I feel like it goes back to a mother. Your mother knows you, and in your mother's eyes, you the greatest. You're an angel. She don't know about these other kids. She probably think these other kids influence you. Like, how much times your moms think all your friends is bad? You just get influenced.
You the best one.
Exactly. So that's
my mom's
that's
wasn't
how
like
that's
that.
the
You could be the worst
but
one.
that's the
She was not?
mindset.
No, my mom's wasn't.
Yeah,
like that.
but not all. But I'm just saying. But you know, moms like that.
No, yeah. Other moms. Is
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mentioned a couple moms. Like that.
Yeah, but that's how. Stupid. Right. But yeah, so that's how I looked at her. So I was like, yeah, it's not right, but I could see a mother having that mindset.
Yeah, I feel like after the truth came out, that the prosecutor Linda Fairstein should have been prosecuted after the truth was out that they didn't do it.
That's a fact.
Like they
Yeah,
should've.
they prosecute us for everything else. Like, let when the what's the saying, when the rabbit's on the other person's foot, let them face let her face the. They need to actually open in more cases that she did. Investigate a whole bunch of cases that she did, because God knows how
now
many other.
it's like, all right, this one.
God
this
knows
was a
how
big
many
one.
other.
But what about the little ones that you got that you got in the system and put them in jail quickly, just because they're black? Like this, there must have been a lot more.
She got a whole bunch of like trophies and all these awards honoring her. Like, for what though? Like, what did she do besides have books? That's crazy.
Yeah, she got a lot of crime novels and stuff like that. But I know she lost. I know she got dropped from the nonprofit organization she was tied into.
Like
And
one
then
or two.
she
They
lost,
gotta drop some more.
She lost something else. I forgot what it was.
I think they're
but-
trying to get her books off of Amazon on
yeah, any kind of profit that she made off of them in this particular story, they're trying to withdraw all of that, which I think is a good thing. I think they should get a part or all of anything that came out about them, any kind of their story, anything like that came out that has to do with them. I think they should get all of that profit. But I mean, I know you touched on it a little bit, but do y'all feel like the $41 million was enough, basically?
There's no amount of
That's
money.
what
That's
I'm saying.
No amount of money that
no
can-
amount of money. Like I
That
said,
could
no
bring
amount of money
those
is gonna.
kids' young life or teenage life back, son. So that's a dub. That's a dub.
So the Corey Wise guy, like the way he speaks, I was telling you in the chat. I actually watched the show, and I'm looking at the way the kid act, and I'm like, I feel like all the kids act fine, but the guy who actually played Corey Wise, I'm like, his
I don't
acting
know
was
how you saw
decent.
that.
No,
I thought
That
his
shit was
accent was
phenomenal.
decent.
Yo, no.
Even
You
before
know
I saw
why?
the real
Because
dude, I thought it was
no,
good.
I said the same
Well,
thing because towards the end, I'm like, yo, at the beginning, not really at the beginning, but when he was testifying, when he was on the what's it called?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, on trial, and the way he's acting, I was like, it feels like a little,
Fabricated.
like a little. I'm gonna find a proper word.
Is it extra?
Overdo it.
A little
Like
autistic.
overacting.
Excessive.
A little like autistic, like his.
I didn't get
Yeah,
that
the way
vibe.
he
I
was
got
saying-
that.
He was a little like a tad autistic the way he was like explaining.
I
was
felt
like-
it too.
I was like, but then when it kept going on, and then his character was evolving while he was in jail, and then I'm like, yo, he did an amazing job without even me seeing the
actual guy?
the actual
Nah,
guy.
I
And then when I
didn't
saw
think
the
that.
actual guy, I was like, he did a really good job
Yeah,
because I was
yeah.
just like, nah, the guy acts the same way.
Don't you like? Well, I would think you do that. Like for me, when I watch stuff like this, like I did it with the NWA, I went and watched their interview, like with the real people, just to kind of like follow up.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like if you're able to do that and act the way, like to me, it's like
Nah,
A1.
that Corey
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
get he gonna not Corey, not the Corey from the movie, but I think his real name is Jarrell or just something. Jarrell.
They gave false
Don't
names. I
remember
mean,
his
different
name.
names in the movie.
No, his name is real.
No,
Those
those
are
are
real
real
names.
names.
Corey
Those are
is the
true
guy's
story.
name. Is the guy's name in the movie, but the guy who played Corey, the kid who played Corey.
Okay.
He's gonna he's going to the top with his
I mean,
acting.
we hopefully, but
Nah,
you know,
because
it
he
could
was
go
already
any-
in that movie that I don't really like, Moonlight.
A word?
Yeah, he was one of the gay kids in Moonlight.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah, that was what, to go back to your point. I think that was the biggest. You know, sometimes you watch a movie, if it's kind of relatable to you, or you can feel how our actor is portraying. When he was walking, and when he first went to jail, and he had like the pillow and the scarf for him, and he was walking through the jail, and the dudes was yelling and everything, and then before he goes into the cell, dudes like, "Let me know what you can do for me." That part was that was the most like
Can I
strongest
ask-
part. I was just
he
like,
was,
"What?"
It was the obvious, right?
what?
He was he wanted some bati things. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think because he ended
He
up
said,
giving
what-
him like
what can you-
he was
candy.
giving him his commissary. He wasn't
commissary.
doing.
He said,
Like,
"What
he
can you
wasn't.
do
pay-
for me? What do you
pay
what do you
for me.
want?"
Oh, he was
Like,
giving him
realistically,
his
what do you want?
commissary, like whatever he got off his commissary and stuff
Like
like
barter
that.
shit.
Yeah, like,
Barter shit.
That's how you pay for stuff in jail. You get whatever you get from your commissary. It's worth money. So like, yo, I want some of this. I
It's
want
a control
this.
thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
that's why every time he kept begging his mom to put more bread in and
the
stuff like that. Yeah. So
But it is just noticed like it's funny that's the true story, but it just shows you how people don't even realize, but it shows you the classes of black. Like
What the lighter skin?
yeah, so no, not lighter skin. I'm talking about money wise, like the first person who got bailed out. Granted, he got bailed out because of the
With
church.
the Spanish kid.
No, it was the
Yusuf?
it was Yusuf. But granted, I mean, she got help from the church, but you could tell they were more middle class than everybody.
Right.
else.
And
Yeah.
And then
no,
under
you're right.
him, under him was Tron, and under
And I don't think his mom signed up the that slip.
yeah, but
So it's like she kind of knew the
yeah,
system.
she knew the system a
Yeah.
little bit, and under them was Tron, because
Tron. Who's that?
it's Atron.
Antron,
Antron.
Oh, Antron.
Oh,
Antron.
okay.
Okay,
It was Tron
okay.
for sure. Yeah.
They had that was a 2-parent household.
Yeah.
The third one was the Spanish one, the Spanish dude.
Just him and his pops.
Yeah, him. It was just him and his pops.
His
Ra-
story was
Ra-
kind of crazy too.
Ramon.
Yeah, Ramon, and the other one,
And
the other
Kev.
little kid, the
Kev.
Kev. It was just him and his mother, and his mother was already sick.
Yeah.
And his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one, Corey's mother, it was
He
all
never,
fucked
he
up.
never got bailed up.
Yeah, she was all fucked up.
Nah, but the Hispanic kid too. I feel like he went in so like drugs again, right? Or sell weed and went back.
Yeah,
right?
but that's a perspective. Like, well, they go deep.
Was
into
that
it,
extra or
documentary.
that's probably? I
No,
have a
but
feeling
that's
that happened.
That's real life. Yo.
I know that's usually what happened. But
Yeah.
I
He's
have a
like,
feeling
I
like
tried. He's
that,
like, yo,
I feel
I
like
can't-
that,
I'm not
that
getting hired.
actually was his story in real life.
No,
we
yeah.
don't know that, but
Yeah, well, when you get out of jail as a rapist, you registered sex offender, and then who's gonna
Hard to
want to
get a
hire a
job.
sex
Listen.
offender? They don't even want to hire a convict, let
It's-
alone a sex offender on
it's
top.
set up.
And then the way they explained it, I feel like they sat there and explained it beautifully. Like you can't like. I
You
thought this
can't
shit was
work.
bullshit. Like
You
it's
can't
dead
work.
ass. Like
two,
yeah.
like you could work in the
Two
same.
cons can't work at the same time. Can't work at the same time. So therefore,
Can't be in the
and
front.
if you
it's like a double negative.
if you made a mistake, and like
and
or
they put,
didn't
and they
put it,
put both of y'all
and
on
they
the
find out
schedule at
both
the
of y'all
same time,
cons, y'all
You go
both
back
get
to
locked
jail.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
just
you're
for
not
being on
supposed
the
to-
schedule at the same
Yeah.
time, and you didn't make your
Yeah,
schedule.
and you were since he was a sex offender, since he's a registered
He
sex
can't- he
offender,
can't
he
handle-
can't work in the front. You
Yeah.
can't fraternize with people.
That's why he was like, make sure you don't lie when
Yeah,
they
make
say
sure you don't lie. Like I
if
feel
you,
like that
got
part
a
of
felony,
that
so-
part of the movie they explained perfectly.
And the
Like,
sad
people
part
don't
is-
know that part.
The sad part is obviously they didn't do anything, but it's like everywhere they went, you have to like you're not gonna finish this program until you admit, like, yeah,
Yeah.
I was wrong.
But that's the crazy part. And they was talk about like jail's rehabilitation. Yo, bro, once that scarlet letter's on you,
Yeah.
it's over. It's over for
Basically,
you.
AKA
You still you
felon.
in jail outside.
Yeah,
You're not free
that's
anymore.
what the probation is. You think they ain't this all of this is set up for a reason?
And-
There's no way that you're gonna do a crime, especially if you really didn't do the crime, and then you get out, and then now you have that felon on your sheet for God knows how long. The felon's on your sheet, and then you on probation. The same thing for Meek. You on probation for 15, God knows 20
Yeah,
years.
but-
You damn near still outside in jail.
That's probation. They
That's
was on
crazy.
parole.
That's
and
still- that's my
parole,
point. That's
you
my
you
point.
there for life. That's
My point
life.
is,
Oh,
it's
parole is for
more
life?
than likely,
No, I'm
more
just
than likely,
saying,
you're gonna be outside
once
and
you
you're
do a
gonna end
crime
up
like
doing
that,
something that's gonna you're gonna be outside. You're gonna end up doing something
Or
that's
they can
gonna
set you
make
up.
you come back in
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what it shows you. Eh?
The
That-
crazy part is that when they had went to that little meeting, and they was like, "Am I even supposed to be sitting with you?" He was like, "Yeah, this is probably the only place you probably not gonna get in trouble for sitting with." Sitting
And
next
that's why it'd be crazy. That's how I'd be like. Sometimes people don't have certain perspective. Like people like, oh, why people do drug dealers or do something like that? Because you don't know people's lives. Like people always think it's just like sign and seal. Like you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. You don't know what people go through. So you can't sit there and be like, oh, what the person is doing is wrong. Like you can't always look at people as right and wrong. You gotta understand it's per people's situation. It's more about understanding people than automatically saying like,
So I can ask your perspective on this since you right in that area. Do y'all think basically Antron's father was wrong for telling him to go along with the story?
I think
Or because he felt that was going to get him out of there?
You see how y'all always say, all y'all say Corey part, it hit you the most? I feel like with that, that kind of hit me the most with that part because I feel like this is somebody he looked up to. And to look up to somebody and let him put you in a position like that, it's like you can't have no more respect for somebody like that.
But at the same time, it goes back to the having parents. You can't expect your parents to mold you a certain way when they don't know better than themselves.
But this is what it is.
I'm
As
not
a
giving
kid-
him excuses.
I understand.
But, you know what I'm
I understand. But as a kid, your parents told you don't lie, don't do this, and then you telling me to lie.
He
saying? And the end goal. You
made it worse. By
you
going
can
to
lie,
talk
but
about
it's
too.
for you to get out of here.
For you to get out. But,
So at the end of the day, he's looking past the lie. You're like, yeah, he's telling me to lie, but
but I'm just saying, like as a black man, like raising another black, growing and molding a kid to become a black man.
He was
you letting cops press you, and then it's like, yo, you supposed to be my dad. Like you
supposed
a
to be the
hero.
superhero.
You a
Yeah,
superhero.
you superhero.
And you
I
letting
just
somebody
felt like
back you down like that, and you telling me to do something I'm telling you it's not.
I
felt
You
like-
telling me to take a bid, like that's
I felt
crazy.
like he was a kid raising a kid. Because
That's what I mean.
I felt
Why?
like him going to jail didn't give him a chance to mature and be like.
oh, the father went to jail too.
Yeah.
That's why his father was trying to prevent his son from going to jail. So because he already went.
You ain't
through
watched
that
the
whole
movie? You ain't watched the joint?
I watched it, but I ain't pay attention that he was in jail before.
That's when the cop
That's when
brought
he
him
brought it up,
outside
yeah.
into the hallway, and
Oh,
he
you
was
work
like,
at this
"You
nice
got
job."
this nice job. Do they know that you have that you've been
record?
arrested?" And then
alone at that. He couldn't even show his face because he felt so guilty. Like, yo, you put your son in this position.
And that's why when his son grew up, you saw a little bitter and animosity.
resentment.
Yeah, he
It's
had
like,
that
yo, I can't
resentment.
even
So
look at you anymore.
I can't even fault on what's the name for that. I can't.
He still looks at his
okay.
pops. His pops died, but it's like, yo, he still looks at his pops as a coward. You left me out there in the rain alone, bro. He was there dolly.
Crazy. To
Shout-
answer,
shout to his mama, go ahead.
your question to me, the most devastating part is when the Corey Wise kid, right? Remember when he was in jail and he was like reminiscing of how everything happened, like before everything happened.
That same thing for me,
Bruh,
too, bro.
when the kids
when he was in chicken when he was in the chicken spot.
Yeah, in the chicken spot with the girl.
Yeah.
And then the kids, the homeboys was like, yo, you want to come? I was actually looking at it. I'm like, wait, is this the way it happened? So then he was like, they was like, yo, could you just come with us to the
He was
park.
like, nah,
and he was like, nah, you guys could go instead.
But you saw how many times they kept playing that part, though?
I promise you, every not even every black parent, every human being been through that situation. That what if I just didn't do? What if I didn't go? What if I had just stood? And I'm pretty sure you know how it goes when you're in jail too. You're behind four walls and just your thoughts. A lot of hallucinating going on. 'Cause that's exactly what was happening. He was hallucinating.
He was in solitary. That's
thinking
even
about
worse.
everything. Over
Facts.
and
Because you know
over
what
and
makes
over.
me think of the Khalif Browder story.
I even
with
felt
that-
it's the same exact thing.
With you just
it's the same
being in there
exact
so
thing.
long, you really because like your mental illness may go from mild to extreme
Facts.
just
It's-
because you're in there.
It's just you and your thoughts. Literally you and your thoughts.
How about the part where he kept going further and further and further? Like,
It's his fault. He kept asking for a transfer,
The
and
transfer,
they
I'm
telling
like,
him, yo, bro, they're not gonna they're gonna keep sending you downstate.
I'm like, this shit is crazy. Like, I saw this shit went from 366 to 393. I'm like, bro, you just pushing yourself in. The mom dude's got to travel all the way up there. Like,
Mom just can't even travel to
And
get to.
I
where
do
you at
one
right
thing
now.
I did not respect, but just it was just like I what I admired is just like he didn't keep up, but like he didn't grow a resentment for like anytime his moms came, he's like, yo, he was thinking about her, like, yo, is there anything I could do for you? Like,
That was very
just like-
selfless of him.
I was like, damn, boy, like that's what you think about. That's amazing to even do. That's something really strong to do.
But I don't feel like the energy from his mom was reciprocated. I felt like
Now I think once she found the Lord and she I think that her vibe changed.
But you know what it is too. I feel like with that part, I felt like as a kid's mindset, I felt like just putting myself as a kid. He don't have anybody, so last thing he wants to do is push away the last person that actually comes and visit him.
not every child has a
Kids
mind
don't
like
think-
that. That's
I-
kind
I-
of
I don't think kids
that's-
think like that. I
But
think
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
more
Every-
so
every
like,
child don't
yo,
have a
why you
mind-
not doing this
No,
and why you
not
not
every-
doing that?
Yeah, but
you
you
may
got-
have the knowledge of
But
thinking like that,
I'm
but
just
not every
saying.
kid.
Go ahead.
But you gotta think about it. A kid, you need somebody. You need friends. You
Kids
need
is
somebody.
not thinking like that.
So you think a kid is
I'm-
perfectly
I'm
fine
not-
having no friends, having
I'm
nobody.
just trying to say
I'm
his
not saying
mind is
that.
not developed
But
to
it's not-
think like, you know what,
it's not
he's the
thinking like,
only.
I don't
she's
want
the
to
only
push
person
her
I got.
away.
As a child, you're gonna be like, my mom's is all I have. You come, I need you. I need you.
Did you watch the movie?
That's why I'm saying it's good that he did that, but not every child mind is like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
okay,
It's
but-
kind of like
What?
low key advanced for his time to think like that. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, maybe, but I'm just saying.
Your average typical kid in that situation, mom, I need you. Like he clearly did want her all the time and all that, but
because she was the only person like
that's what I'm saying. That's the typical
for him. Like that's the only person she had. Like he didn't have Yusuf. He didn't have no other friends. That's the only person that came to visit him. That's the only
So
person.
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. So you felt that when everybody was out and he was in, you felt that in his heart he felt like those kids should have visit him also, or
Maybe, but I don't think that was his mindset. His mindset, I feel like, with especially with his moms, is like as a kid, you want something to make her feel like she could come back. She could come back, at least give you some type of sanity, because she's the only person that you have. That's the only reason he's actually might want to feel like he could go through another day is because of his moms. Like he held his mom so much in his
You don't think people don't. I understand what you're saying. I feel like people will hold more resentment towards that. Like, you don't come see me. So when you do, it's like, why? Like, I'm so happy you're here, but why don't you come see me? And even when she explains
because
it,
I'm too far.
yeah,
You know, you
even
too
when
far.
she explains it, it's like, damn, like for me, it'll just bother me. Like like as I'm older now, I see that I hold resentment when things don't go
I understand.
a specific way.
I understand what you're saying, but you gotta think about it. All right, say she don't want him to come or whatever, they fall out. Who's putting money in his commissary? Who's sending
She
him
wasn't
letters?
doing that.
She wasn't
She was doing
She didn't have
as
it.
much as she could.
Yeah.
At least she's doing. At least you know she's trying to do something.
Yeah.
Once you take that out, he has nothing.
the story of a lot of men in jail, a lot of people in jail. They don't got
A lot
nobody.
of people forget about him. Yeah, a lot of people forget about people in jail. That's fucked up.
That's kind of crazy.
What?
that actually happens.
Yeah, people stuck in their. It's fucked up to say, but I could understand it because it's
What?
like people get stuck on caught up in their own lives that
Yeah,
they forget
yeah.
about other people.
Absolutely.
But still, I'm not saying it's right. I think, and then you know what it is too. It'd be like, it's this weird shit that goes. It's like once you could be in jail, niggas forget about you, or they say free this, free that, and never send you no commissary. Niggas don't ever send you a letter or shoot you or nothing.
Cloud.
But the only thing about it is when you out, oh my nigga home, this and that, and all that type of
Welcome
shit.
home parties.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not really. I don't know. That's just. I always felt that shit weird.
I agree with you on that.
I
I
feel that
definitely
shit
agree
It's
with you.
easy to say free this person from your phone, right where you at. It's easy to throw a party and throw a celebration when that person you actually see that person come out of jail. But the process in between, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Well, no,
I'm not
man.
saying that's an excuse, but I'm trying to give you a logical reason of why that probably happened.
You're right.
The whole putting money in the books, going to visit them, God knows how far they are, what you got to go through even when you go inside the jail. People like, I'm good
But
on
there's
that.
other people too. There's other people too. It's actually happened to me too. It's like, yo, you go visit somebody and they deny you. And it's not like you think they don't fuck with you. It's not that. But sometimes they feel like when niggas feel like they in jail, they gotta be in tunnel vision when it comes to jail shit.
I don't get it.
Like they feel like they gotta be in a certain mode. Like
So
when
then
they
you
in
feel
jail.
like by you visiting, you
They
throwing
feel-
off their vibe, you throwing off their
exactly.
focus.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Cause I've been denied before. Like, yo, niggas deny. It's like, yo, it's not that I'm cool. I just feel like, yo, I gotta do this time. That's it.
Yeah, but okay, fine. So like the question now, I think, like
What?
you being like the visitor, like how are you absorbing that type of information or energy?
At
like, are you
first-
gonna feel offended, or you gonna be like, you know
I'm
what?
gonna tell you exactly how I felt. At first, I was offended because you drove all the way up there and you're like, damn, nigga, just to get denied, that's crazy. But then you realize I'm not the nigga in jail.
Yeah,
So I mean, how upset could I be?
can't be mad at the man inside. You can't be more mad at him
Yeah,
or her. Yeah.
he's doing the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give him support. And then another thing about it is I could give him I can't be upset because I could give him support in other ways. I could put money in his books. I could send him letters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
No, I mean, I think a visit is equivalent to all of that.
yeah.
Because
but-
some people just want to see you physically and be able to actually see you.
Yeah.
That means a lot to more than a lot
Believe
of
it or
people.
not, I think letters is more. Believe it or not.
Of course, definitely.
Depends on the person,
Yeah, it
on
depends
the
on
outside
person.
and inside.
Yeah, the person.
We could talk about this guy as well. I got a few views on that too. This guy was a pivotal part of the whole situation when it comes to the articles and stuff that came out. Donald Trump put out a lot of articles basically out on this story when it first went down, saying that they was guilty, saying they should get the electric chair, a whole bunch of crap. But after you found out that the truth came out and the story was told that it wasn't true, do y'all feel like he should have made some kind of public apology, or anything like that?
Nah, I don't know if you. I think he spoke about it a little. He still think they did it.
Yep. Yeah, he won't.
You
say
never
anything
know
about
with this
it.
guy. He can portray that image that he still thinks they did it, or maybe he's gonna hold on to that excuse so it doesn't look like.
So he don't say.
So he don't look.
The
look
prosecutor
crazy.
say the same thing. She said
What?
she still think they did it.
How can you still say they did it? I don't.
She
get
said
it.
just like her. She said, well, she
Linda
always
Fierstein
felt
won't-
like
won't think it.
she felt
She's
like
like,
she
they still
missed
did
one.
it.
She said like that the one that they got now is the one that they missed, but that don't mean that they have the other five wasn't involved with it. That's what she said.
You tell a lie
his
long enough, it becomes a
the
truth.
truth.
That was
It's
a
very
coincidence. That was a coincidence that they actually fought while they was in jail.
Yo,
I don't know if that was true or not. I don't know.
yo.
They didn't. I don't know if that part could be fabricated. I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
it,
if
was,
that is.
it was the
Nah, I
truth
think
because
that's facts.
in one of the
Wait, what?
Yeah, I seen
Yeah.
an interview with
Did
them.
I
y'all
know
know it was him?
I know they bumped they bumped each other in
Oh,
jail.
they-
But
Did
I
y'all
ain't
know
got
it was
the
him?
fault.
Y'all
They
knew it was
said
him?
Who?
Like, the guy. Did y'all
At
know
the time?
At that time of the fight?
No, I didn't. Hell no.
Nah.
Nobody-
Like, I know
no.
the story, so
You-
I
you
mean,
caught up?
I didn't know the story. That's what I'm saying.
Because
I didn't know.
even like towards the end when they had interviewed the detective, he was like, "What you think? How you think they got in a fight together? That it's not a coincidence that they got in a fight in jail and he ended up doing
They
it."
said boy felt bad that he was in there for doing something that he ain't do.
Corey
Whatever,
didn't
so
know
that's what made
that
it.
the Spanish nigga did it. You
No,
saying
he
he
didn't.
knew?
No,
Oh, he didn't know.
But I
the
think the
Spanish
guy,
nigga
but I think
knew.
the
the
guy knew who
was
Corey
trying
was,
to make
though.
it was trying to make it look like
Oh,
The guy knew who Corey was, though.
I think the guy knew who Corey
Yeah.
was.
He
Yeah,
did
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Cause everybody knew who Corey was. That's
Everything-
why they kept beating him up. Cause he had clout in jail, and when you have clout, niggas gonna fuck with you. Niggas
Yeah,
gonna
the
press
bad
you.
type of cloud.
Even from the CO, they were like, yo, we don't like what the
Celebrities.
you famous, yeah, you celebrities. We don't like that over here. I'm
Let
like,
alone
what?
he was a rapist too. So
Yeah, he was
Yeah, you
catching
know they
it
don't
the
like
most. He was
those.
catching it the most.
yeah, that's why they told him like, yo, best thing for you is to go in solitary.
Yep.
Don't ask
Away
for-
from people or it's
Don't
a wrap.
ask for the infirmary, they'll kill you in there. Nah. Ask for solitary. That's why he put his ass in solitary. Yo, every time he got hurt, nigga was like, yo, put him in infirmary. He said, nah, put me in solitary.
You know what scene I thought was dope? When the officer called him to come in for his parole, he's like, I'm good.
Yeah, he's like, yo,
Yeah.
Like
they
that
not
was
That's when I feel like that's when he locked in. Like his
Yeah.
mind started
Yeah,
to
yeah,
change
yeah,
a little
right,
bit.
Like,
right.
I'm a thug it
Start to-
out.
yeah. Like to me, that was like, wow.
I
like,
felt like that's when he was at most secure about himself. Like he was secure from the beginning, but I'm talking about like I don't care about anything. I don't care about
But
it.
just imagine that. You gotta think about it. How old was he then? He was probably
Yeah, he
did
was
what,
already.
like,
He was already a
late
couple
20s. No,
of
no.
years
He was
in.
30.
He's like, yeah, nah,
Because he's
14 years.
14
Wait,
years.
wait,
He's
let's
30.
do this
He was
again.
in the late 20s.
How
Late
much
20s,
time? How
going
much
30s.
time did?
he got hit
I
when he was
think
15.
he did a.
How much time
14
did he do?
14.
I thought it was 11 and a half.
Matter of
Nah,
fact, he
he
went
did
in when he was
14.
16. Remember?
Yeah.
So
So
he was 30. He was
30.
30 on the dot.
So it's my
Wait, he was 30 still in jail?
Yeah, the rest of them had got out in 7 years.
Yeah.
He did 14.
Because you gotta remember, he
Wait,
got
wait,
tried as an adult.
16
And-
plus.
Yeah, the other one's like in juvie.
16.
Well, maybe
he
he
went in
Nah,
there when he was
They went
16.
to
bro.
regular
He got
prison though.
Huh?
They went to regular prison too.
The other four?
Yeah.
Yeah,
when-
they
when-
went.
when-
Once they
when
got
they
of
turned
age.
Oh, when they turn of age.
got-
Okay,
he
okay.
got
Let's
the
do,
most-
let's do the math.
Uh-huh.
He went in there when he was 16.
16, 14,
So he had
30.
to have a minimum of 14 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Oh,
14.
wow.
No, but you gotta remember.
That's crazy.
You gotta remember. Well, I don't know if they discussed that in the movie, but the documentary said it too. He confessed. He said he did it. He said he raped. I never do it again.
Yeah, all the other
He
kids
confessed.
blame somebody
Technically,
else.
he quote unquote confessed that he did the rape.
The way the cops and
So he
all
got the
all
most
of
time
the whole
out of all of them.
prosecution, they went about it. They had it all planned out. They're like, all right, you're gonna say he did it. You're gonna
But
say
a lot
he
of the
did
shit
it.
that he was doing when he was in jail, I think, was added on to his time too.
The fighting, maybe,
The fighting, the
maybe,
switching
but
of jails, all the
but
stuff he
I
was
know,
doing.
but I know that's a fact though. He got the most years out of all of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I know that. That's for a fact.
Yeah, because he
I
got
thought it
the
was
same one that said, "Yo, I'm just gonna come to the
Yeah.
precinct just to
Yeah.
hold."
Name
Yeah.
wasn't
Either one
even
that
on
got
the
the
list.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you that particular
Devastating,
scene stood a lot,
devastating,
man. Like
Yeah.
it was the starting point at that point
Yeah.
for him.
And
Shit
it's
was
crazy,
great.
man, because the documentary goes in depth. You thought that the movie was bad?
I gotta
Documentary
look
was
at
I
it.
gotta watch
documentaries.
it now.
Like,
I
I gotta
looked at
watch
a
it.
couple of their interviews and like shows that they
Yeah,
had.
like-
I saw this show, but I feel obligated to
Yeah,
watch the
like-
documentary.
Like, think
That-
about
that-
it. In
that-
the 80s, they gave up their names.
It's on YouTube.
Could be now. They gave up their names. They gave up their addresses. They gave up their schools. Like they went they went to everywhere. So it's like they
It's
couldn't hide
cool.
from it.
They're literally rich, but it's still like I got money, but
I think only one of them live in New York still.
him.
Him.
Yeah,
Him?
Corey.
Oh,
Corey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He said
the rest of them live in
clip that
Atlanta.
that clip that Rello said. He asked him like, out of all everybody who left, you know what I mean, especially going through what you went through, why stay in New York? He was like, yo, this is my home, this is my city, this is where I was raised,
Yeah.
and they ain't gonna kick me out. I was like,
Yeah, but
alright.
technically, I feel like personally, it's just my opinion. I
Uh-huh.
think the only reason he stays out here because I don't think he has a family. I don't think he have kids or anything like
All
that.
of them have kids.
Corey,
All of
they
them.
have a family.
Every single one of
'Cause
them. have-
that'll-
I don't know if they have a family because you can. Us being males, we can
Yeah.
we can have kids without.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying.
But
But I
they
know-
all have kids, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
If,
know
I don't know if
the-
they all have like
Yeah.
literally have live with their family.
Yeah, so I'm saying, but it'll be hard knowing that you did some time here, or whatever like that, or you was. I mean, now you.
But that's what. Oh no, sorry to cut you off. That's what the young dude, the young actor that played Corey, was saying.
What?
As he was saying that they all gotta have time with them to kind of absorb, how
Yeah.
they feel, their life.
Uh-huh.
And the dude that played him in the interview was
What
just like,
interview was that? Because I want to watch it.
it's on this BET show. I gotta pull it up again. It's like one of those little BET show where they do things around the couch.
Yeah.
So he was just like, he was talking to him, and he was learning about him. He was like asking him like, yo, how you feel? And Corey was basically like, yo, I feel like I'm dead, so I'm living my afterlife right now.
What?
And he was like,
It's been half his life in jail.
he was like, you could see by like Corey still wears like a red hoodie with a red hat and sneakers be matching. Like in his mind,
Still a
he's
kid.
still living like a kid. Like
Yeah.
he hasn't caught up basically to the now period.
With the
Like, his
time.
mind is still in a young state basically, even though he's way older. But his mind.
All
is
he
still
knew
in
was
that.
jail, and mind you,
Yeah.
like his mom said it in the movies. Like, yo, he didn't like. You see how the other niggas graduated? They got their diploma in jail. he didn't have programs like that. There's no
He couldn't
Attica
be-
and all that. There wasn't no programs like that up
Oh
there.
yeah, and then he couldn't be in. He couldn't be in the general population. He had to be by
Yeah, he had to
himself.
be
the whole
in
time.
solitary. Yeah, so it's
The
like,
best thing was, I
That's-
think, him getting that job and starting like that kind of like started him on a path of having something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
look
know what I'm
forward.
saying?
and
You
he didn't go to regular jails, bro. I don't think you know. Like,
He took him upstate. He went to
Rikers, yeah, no, it's downstate. Like Auburn is downstate.
Mm-hmm.
That's those are downstate real prisons. Like Attica's real prison. Like that's not no joke. Like that's real jails.
Every time he went further, I was
Yeah,
like,
and it's like
stop
it wasn't
asking
even
for it.
it wasn't even
do it. Just thug it
It
out
wasn't-
right here because they
I
ain't gonna
think
get
it
no
worked.
better.
It worked out for him.
it wasn't
though.
no BS jails too. It was like real like
Well, he met that
White
that Attica.
that was the best one. That was a good choice
But
because
he-
he was looking out for him. Honestly,
that's Attica.
I know I understand the prison is not a good prison, but I'm saying from getting raped and freaking getting beat up, like that was the best prison that he was at when that guy started looking out
Wasn't
for
that
him.
the second prison? Because he left that and then ended up going to the next
Yeah, it
one.
was
Right?
Rikers, Attica, and Auburn. I think.
Yeah, and Auburn was the worst one because he even wanted to get pushed further back. It was just
He
like,
got raped in all three. I believe.
horrible.
Unbelievable.
It was kind of like trying to portray that in the movie, but they didn't.
They
Nah,
didn't
I'm
want to
glad
touch
they
that.
No,
did.
you
I'm
can
glad
see
they
it.
did. I'm
You
glad-
could-
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, they gonna
Like,
show that.
nigga, you can put 2 to 2 together.
I did, but I gave it the benefit of that. I'm like, maybe it didn't happen, but
And it's I like the fact
Can't
that they
even
didn't
fathom
go.
that
They
shit.
didn't go.
me too. They
heavy
don't
with
have
it.
to do that.
One, because it kind of still respects his privacy as far as
Yeah.
that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
and then mind you, he's a man at the end of the
Yeah,
day. You don't
so-
want to
Yeah.
get that portrayed as a man.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, when you telling your story, you gotta tell your story. Speak your truth.
Man,
I
nah,
couldn't
don't know.
I mean, but there's no. If you watching that and you're a male, there's no.
Yeah.
No way you don't realize, damn, he just got raped. Like, it was
it's
obvious.
fine. It's fine. Let
It's-
the people think what they want
One
as
thing,
opposed
but-
to
Yeah,
actually putting it
blatantly
in.
Yo,
showing
mind
it,
you, I
you
didn't
know?
think about it until y'all was like, "This nigga got raped." I was like,
No, I saw it. As soon as I seen him, I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh
like
my
that,
God.
yo, bro.
because
That's-
I'm not.
I thought
I'm
that
not thinking
automatic.
Like that wasn't automatically for me.
When that's
for me,
well, it
no.
wasn't automatic, but usually when they have movies like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
it always at least
I
happen
know.
at least
You
one time.
wasn't in that frame of mind thinking about it.
Exactly.
Because obviously, like he went to jail because they claimed him to be a rapist.
Yeah.
What do you think they do with the rapist in jail? They
Same.
rape him. You know what I mean?
2 and 2.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
Can't
good.
even imagine that
I'm
one.
good, bruv.
Enjoy.
That's other. After
crazy.
I got asked the fathers on this panel, even from us, but after basically watching this series, what do you feel like is something that you would have, or tried to do differently from the parents that were in the story? Basically, after watching what they did, do you think there's anything different that you would have did in those circumstances?
It's
As
easy
a
to
parent.
like.
Yeah,
It's easy to like say these
but-
things
Yeah.
now because
Yeah.
you know.
2019, yeah, there's no excuse for that. That happened in the 80s. I feel like 2019, there's no excuse for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's-
agree. And that's one thing for me now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy a lot. I'm not happy, but I'm. It's a weird way to say happy, but I am happy. A lot of these like movies, documentaries, types of things come out.
It's needed.
Because now it's like, all right, I got reference. So when I have my children, when they get of age,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be 14, 15, it's going to be like 11.
Right.
It's probably like
yeah,
10, 11.
that's the
Like,
mindset I
when
had.
they get
like,
of age, like, yo, look, we gonna have like personal
Yeah.
movie
And
time.
You can't wait.
I'm like, yo,
that's
come-
what I was telling
come through.
Deja. That's what I was telling Deja.
Like,
So,
I
Yeah,
feel
like,
like-
yeah, I'm
you can't wait no
I feel
more,
like
son.
for me,
Deadass.
it's more like
I don't want to take away the child's
like-
innocence so quick,
But
but
that's
I
the
guess
thing.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you
prison
go-
will take that for you, if anything. I'm just saying, like, it's just facts.
You'll just notice it going away
All right,
on its
bro.
own. Like, maybe I should kind of.
But as opposed to me being responsible, like, yo, you could have just wait. I'm torn in between. I honestly do feel I should make her.
The last
look
thing you
at
want to
that,
do
though.
is, like, I'm not trying to, like, put that on you. Now.
That's
the
like
last thing
saying
you
the same.
wanna feel-
Okay, eventually, all our kids are gonna grow up and be exposed to the adult
Yeah,
world.
outside
So
world.
you want all of us to prep. All right, why we wait until they 9, 10? Let them know at 8, 7.
Okay, but last
That's what
thing,
you're gonna do that to every child, bro?
No, but I'm saying, but last thing you want to do is, I should have told him that.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. It's,
That should kill you for life.
when you have a child, you'll understand, bro.
I understand you want to hold the innocence. I
But my
understand it's a
thing is,
balance, but like you said, she's getting older, so it's to a point where the
So
way
you're telling me off top you had a kid. What age are you doing all of this?
I was about to
Well,
say at which
yeah, it's
age?
easy
Like,
to
I
say,
don't,
yo,
I
yo,
don't think
tell
I don't,
us to do
I don't
this.
think there's
What
a
age?
specific
No,
age.
I need you.
But-
No, I need an age because
But-
it matters. Because you saying tell them now.
I
the
don't
age,
It do matter,
the
bro.
age where you feel like friends could.
No.
influence.
I need a number.
Huh?
I need a number.
Well,
at what age
can
do
be
you feel is
different.
comfortable?
It depends. It depends on how
These
intellectual
kids,
you think your kids are.
These
Your
kids
kid
are getting
Your
exposed
kids
to
are.
stuff earlier and earlier and earlier.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, are you letting your kid go to movies with friends? Are you?
No,
Are
no.
you? Well, that's what
At
I'm
least
saying.
not yet.
So
Not yet.
that's. But I'm saying, like, when do you feel like a cop will approach a kid?
I don't think.
Man,
I don't
they
expect
approaching
my.
kids young ages now.
But that's
Well,
what I'm saying.
I'm
So-
not.
Well, you can't even
Okay,
really rate
at that-
that because if you don't tell some of these stories, social media will tell them
No,
for you.
That's
So
another
it's like-
reason. She trusts me.
See what I'm
But
saying?
you don't
She's
want them to
exposed.
learn from social media because
That's what I'm
social
saying,
media
so
is
you
half.
can't-
I'm not saying she's
that's-
learning
but it
from
goes
them,
back to
but
the
she
question.
sees
It's like,
certain
is
things
there
that
a
I wouldn't even tell
specific
her.
age?
Yeah,
Is there a specific age? That's the question.
It
I
really
guess
does matter, bro. Like,
I guess that's what you as parents you got to navigate. But
All
last thing
balance.
you want to do,
All
but last
balance.
thing you want to do is not tell them. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to so hard to protect the innocence. Outside's not holding. Like outside is a whole different animal. It's not doing. They don't give a fuck how old that kid is. You know what I mean? So, because mind you, the youngest kid was 13, right? 13, 14.
14,
Yes.
I think.
And by all means, man,
14.
I
14,
feel
yeah.
I feel it's a bit more.
What?
It's a bit more dangerous for sons than daughters. Maybe
Nah, not anymore.
It's the same, bro.
I'm watching
that's
girls
the
get
vibe.
body
Same.
slammed by cops,
It's the
doing
same.
tombstoned by
Yeah.
cops. It's different now. It's different.
I
But
don't know.
I would say the reason I would say, like, just like how you say stranger danger, I think now when a kid get a little bit older, you got to be like, yo, listen, when a cop pulls you over, a cop ain't your friend. The first thing a cop is trying to do, he's trying to
They trying to get
he
their
looks
quota.
he looks
They
at
trying
you
to
as
get
a
their-
suspect. So ask them,
Trying to
like,
get their numbers up.
yeah, you being detained? Are you free to go? Keep asking. Don't ask them shit. Just keep. Are you? Am I being detained? Am I free to go? Am I being detained? Am I free to go? If you're free to go, walk the fuck home.
So
Yeah, I still ain't answered my question. Though.
What, what was your question?
I
How
said,
what would we do different?
if y'all was in those situations and
it's kind
y'all
of
were
hard.
the
It's kind
parents,
of hard to tell. Junior
Is
is like,
there
yo, when you're a
anything-
parent, you want to, yo. I could have been one of those parents.
I don't
As
know.
much
This-
as much I felt it was wrong, but Junior say ain't no right or wrong. So
Uh-huh.
if I'm in a situation where my son is in the precinct, I might want to do the same thing.
yeah,
Like,
that's why I
honestly,
wanted to ask you that. I wanted to ask
you
you
get
that.
what I'm saying? Because at the end of the
I wanted to
day,
ask you that. So say your child's in the precinct, or whatever. He's with his friends. Yeah, is your main concern is focus on the friends as well, or you just focus on your child?
I'm focused.
Exactly.
Or you focus
I'm
on the whole
actually-
group?
that's why I'm
actually.
I'll be a
There's
liar.
parents- I'm not
I'll be
gonna
a
lie.
liar if I
Yeah.
tell you I'm worried
Because
about.
I'm not gonna lie, there's parents that's actually focused. Would be focused on the whole group.
I would be that type. I would care about my child, but I would feel like even as a parent, I'm leaving that other child hanging. Just because she's not my child, oh shit, it's a
no,
dub.
I understand.
That's the
but
point I was trying to
but
make too.
your baby's your baby at the end of the day.
I'm gonna make sure she or
good.
he is
She's the
priority.
first priority.
But I'm not gonna forget about the kid either.
Yeah, going back to the movie, that's why I can't fully like go off on the moms, because at the end of the day, her kid wasn't good all the way before she could worry about other people. Like she said in the movie,
That's why
I really can't
Real,
worry about anything else. I gotta worry about my
answer
son.
I can't give because I like
Yeah,
as a parent.
it's all perspective.
my priority.
It's
My
all
son's
You
my
gotta,
priority,
you gotta
you know
kind
what
of
I'm saying?
put
So-
your mind as everybody's children is your child too. Y'all can't not care about the other kids just because it's not your kid.
It's not
because
about-
it could
it's
could
not-
just be
It's
your kid.
easy.
I don't think it's about
easy to
not.
say
Yeah,
that, son.
I don't think it's about not caring about the other kid. It's about prioritizing.
That's what I said. My kid would be priority first.
Yeah.
But I still I wouldn't be able to really sleep, especially if that's my kid's friend. It's not like no random other kid that's
That's why I
dealing
use
with other
me.
stuff.
I
My kid's friend
I
is like
specifically use us like as an because I know your moms. It's like
she would not leave you dolo at all, bro.
I definitely don't
Not
think
even
she
a
would,
question. Bro.
But it's
she
just
would
a-
make me priority, and she would make you like if I'm priority 100, you would
That's
be
why
priority
I'm
99.
saying, how would it look for me to be out and you in? And it's like knowing her, I know she wouldn't leave me for dead. So like that shit will fuck my mind up.
Honestly, right now,
what I'm saying? So it's
to answer your
kinda-
question, the only way I can prevent something like that from happening is not even letting that happen. I would have to like kind of like what y'all telling me now. I would like put him or her on game right now, so in case she comes across those type of situations, she knows how to
She
handle
know how to
it.
navigate herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because especially you want your kid, especially when it's a whole group of kids, you always, as a parent, you always want your kid to be more informed out of everybody, right? So it's not like you don't.
So how about like teaching your kids the rights? Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
teach
but that's
them-
what we're talking
Yeah.
about specifically.
You-
Like, yo, you don't
when
have
a
to.
cop pull you over, ask that your daughter should know, like, be respectful and should be like, am I being detained?
I'm not even going that far. Me and her mother, we instill it in her mind all the time. if these 5 kids want to do that and they think that's a cool thing to do and it's gonna make them look lit, you're actually the better person to not join that crew. It's okay to not follow. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be a unicorn. It's okay to be an individual.
But peer pressure comes in at one point of your
It does.
teenage
This is exactly
life.
why. This is exactly why we instill it in her head all the time. It's okay to not follow the
it's
crowd.
not just about
it's
following,
okay.
though.
Yeah,
It's also about just mistaken
Being a kid,
identity. It's also about a cop just being a
Dick.
dirty,
Yeah.
dirty cop,
PIG.
and just freaking coming up to your child and like
Try to finesse her.
yeah, exactly. So I think he was saying like just being able to say, yo, look, yo, they do tell you have the right to remain silent.
Am I being
Don't
detained?
Exactly. Are you being detained? If they are being detained, don't talk to them.
Yeah.
Unless there's a parent or there's a lawyer in around to be able
Say
to
nothing.
speak for you.
Yeah.
Say nothing. If they pressure you, well, I don't want to talk until my parent
Yeah.
or my lawyer is
Exactly.
thinking.
Yep.
Like, there is no peer pressure when it comes to
Am I
police.
being detained? If you keep asking that until they say, if they say no, and then if they say no, then you say, am I free to go? Am I being detained? Am I free to go? Am I being detained? Until they detain you, don't say
and then
shit.
even when they detain you,
Yeah.
don't say
Don't say
nothing.
shit.
Anyway.
For
Call
those,
me.
for the people that's listening and don't realize why he keeps repeating the whole "Am I being detained?" and don't speak, because you may thinking you're saying everything innocent, and then anything you say they can just use that to incriminate
Exactly.
you.
The tiny
Even if you're in the right, they could twist your words and
Yep.
say you said X, Y, and Z, and then you get caught up in a whole bunch of BS
Yep.
that you could have prevented if you didn't say anything.
And believe it or not, that's their job. That's the crazy part. That's their job. It's to get you jammed up so they could lock you
Yeah.
up and do whatever they
Add
want.
to
I
the
was
quota.
watching the lady who directed Ava DuVernay's interview, and she was like, "Their job is law and order." Well, so you might think the law is like to like the right law might be like the right thing, but order doesn't have to be the right thing. Order is more so like we want
This is the way we,
this is how we want it done. Exactly. So it's like it doesn't
even
have
if
to
it's
be-
wrong.
Yeah. So that's an order might go over the law for them. So it's law and order, but it might be order over law.
And people forget, and on Constitution, we're known as 3/5 as a man. So it's like people forget that. It's like, yo, these laws ain't made for us.
I think all of us are starting.
I've heard
We
that
start
a
think
lot.
we realize
no,
that
it's
now.
the truth. Constitution knows black people as 3/5 of a man. Like, this is the crazy part. People like think we could hide behind that. Nah, they gonna get us. They gonna try to get us however they want.
I wonder
just is
when
what
or
it is.
if,
What?
at what point did Yusuf's mom ever find out that Corey was just going there with Yusuf? Like I don't know if that they didn't really ever portray that. I don't know if she ever found out, or I mean, of course, maybe now by
Yeah.
now.
Yusuf
But
told
the-
her during the movie, he was like, "Mom, he just
Yeah,
came."
he felt bad. Like, don't like.
He felt bad.
felt OD bad.
OD.
I don't remember him telling her that. He
Yeah,
told
did.
her.
during the movie, he was
Yeah.
like, "Yo."
Even when
During jail time.
He asked. He was like, "Can
Yeah.
I
During jail
can I
time.
can I
go
can I
chill with
reach
them?
out or
Yeah, can I hang out with them?
can I get an address to
Yeah.
to Corey?" And she was like, "Babe, I don't really think it's." She
Yeah.
literally said no.
She was just trying to help her
Do,
kids, so I
do
can't really.
you see
upset
that
about
in
with
like
her moms.
the in real life, like in the documentary? Does it seem like he feels bad about that?
I think so, but at the end of the day, you got to think about it. Maybe just them two, Corey and Yusuf.
How can you think a 14-year-old is holding down a grown ass woman, doing all like he's 14,
I don't
bro?
think
Like
I
I
don't think he
understand.
thought that. They were just abusing their authority.
That's how they look.
No,
at
I'm
you.
just saying, but
That
like,
just show you how they portray.
where's the humanity, bro? Where's the come on, my guy. Like he's 14 years old. You think he's really holding down? He's like, oh, you stuck your hard cock in her too. Like my nigga, are you dead ass?
Like a porno.
Like
What the hell?
this is how you really think right now? Like, come on, bro.
And then even the system's like,
Devil
yo, he don't
niggas.
even talk like this. What you talk about? He's like, no, he wrote it. He told us this.
Yeah, like the
crazy,
the
man.
level of coercion in that shit was
That shit was
on
like
another level.
A little drag too.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
got another thing too. Like I don't know if the movie really portrayed that too. They was in the holding room for hours. I'm talking about
Oh,
like
they showed it. It
Almost
was
like a
like-
whole day type shit.
Remember,
Yeah.
they woke up the next day
Yeah.
sitting on the thing. After
no
a while,
food.
after a while, it was like, all right, we're gonna have to let him go. And they was like, no, we're not letting him go.
No food.
I think you
And
know what another thing too.
Interrogating for
It
like
was pressure on the
16,
DT's
18
back too,
hours.
because it's
yeah,
like
it was
like,
a white woman.
Yeah, it's a white woman, and y'all not prosecuting somebody.
It was a high
find
profile
somebody.
case in the 80s. It was a high profile
I
case.
realized. I
It
realized.
was one of the biggest in New York.
Yeah. It was
Yes, sir.
At the time, it was the biggest
Yeah.
in New York.
I don't know how they slept at night and they still. I don't know. This is crazy, son.
These are type of nightmares they're
Judgment
gonna
Day
live with for the rest of their
burn 'em
life.
up,
Shit still like this happens. It happens
Yeah,
all the
bro.
time.
Look at what's the
It's just
recent one
this
with
one?
the other
Khalif.
No, the other
Talking
new
about
one.
the Howard Beach dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
The
Howard
Chanel,
Beach.
he looks. He
Chanel.
don't look.
He looks
all
a little off.
He looks a little autistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be another 20, 30 years from now. We like, oh, I remember that dude.
Yeah.
Now they didn't do it.
These are the type of situations we need to put the
But
pressure
they-
on
they-
and come together right
I see a
now.
lot of stuff on Facebook. I even posted one too. They're trying to like reopen that and
Okay.
like have
Yeah, be like
petitions
that,
and
man.
stuff like that.
Be like that.
All right, moving into the final segment of the night, which is called that Pop or Flizza.
Flickety floppy thing.
First thing on the docket, we got Jim Jones' El Capo album. How you feel about it on the right side?
I feel like we did this before. We asked about Jim Jones, and I'm like, yeah, that's when it started, right? I'm like, I'm gonna get to it. Yeah, I ain't get to it.
Ooh.
Fire.
Word? Oh nah.
Smoking
Fire.
What? Oh nah.
fire.
Yo, when I put it in the chat,
Fire.
and I said, yo, these beats
Guess
is
what?
fire.
Guess
Nobody
what?
said nothing.
No, I wasn't gonna check for
Oh,
it, but I'm
nah.
like, you know
Word.
what? I'm gonna have to check for it. I wasn't gonna check for it. I was like, you know what? Let me
That
give it a.
thing-
And I was driving. The intro alone caught me.
beats
hard?
hard.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, my
That's-
favorite
that's-
John on there is the one with Fat Joe.
I'm about to
And New
I'm
York
music
City.
it right now
New
so I
York
can
City.
remember as soon as I go in the car.
Bro, the thing
I
is
got a few joints I like.
Word.
Yeah, that's just fire.
Okay.
You like it?
All right, Jimmy. I
The,
see
in-
you.
the intro caught me.
I
I see
didn't
you.
finish the whole thing, but I like the production. Yeah.
I see
Yo,
you. I
that's
see you,
fire,
Jimmy.
bro.
Heard you.
The production is just
That Rock-
super.
that
it
Rock
stands
Nation
out,
flavor.
bro.
I heard you.
It super stands out, and he don't mess it up. Like his rhymes don't mess it up. It's not the most lyrical, but it's really, really, really good.
All right. I'm gonna come back to you next week.
Smoking out,
Yeah.
man. Tyler, the Creator, Igor. How you feel about it on the right side? Stinky?
Oh, I'm shocked because
Bruh.
you an advocate of him.
Who told you that, bro?
You Tyler the Creator?
Are you serious?
I thought you liked
think
him.
I be around Ben in L.A. a little too much, so you think I'm rub off.
Oh shit!
Nah.
I'm just saying. I thought you liked him.
No, bro. I can't take him. You know what? He bothers me because he is really talented, but his whole life is a mockery of everything. So I can't. Like, yo, bro, are you
But I
being
think that's
dead
his
ass? now?
talent.
I
I
know
get
that's
it.
what it
His
is, but I
talent
don't
is
like
it.
it, bro. It's not working for me. I need you to take his. I still, you know what's so funny? That's why I'm in between. I still want him to be him. His character gets him. Actually, got him where he's at right now. But nah, there's a lot of hot garbage in there. It's gonna be a flop for me.
I'm not a fan of him. I don't listen to his music. I don't know what he's about.
You're
I'm good.
Why though?
He just
Not
don't
his
move.
style.
That's not his wave.
Yeah, that's not my speed. I don't know. It's just not my speed. Like
not my speed,
I see him, but it's like I'm really not interested or even like be
Cap,
curious.
nigga. You can tell that nigga straight up. Nigga.
Yeah,
That shit cap, nigga.
Go ahead.
Number one album in the country.
Don't mean nothing. Look at it.
I actually like it. That's it's not on heavy repeat, but it surprised the hell out of me.
Better than Khaled joint.
That's
I
not
don't even
comparable.
I don't
Not
even
comparable.
listen to Khaled
I
joint
don't
no
listen
more.
to Khaled joint
I-
either, so
I-
I can't tell you.
I don't really know. I don't listen to Khaled joint no more.
I don't either. I listen to those. I listen to the three
I like the
songs.
Big Sean one, the two with Big Sean on it.
I listen to the radio joint. I listen to Scissor shit the most.
That was cool. I don't like
Just
that.
us?
I like the Jealous joint with Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's the one with Big Sean on it too, right?
But are you like going in your
Wayne
phone
Wayne
and
and-
looking
Nah.
for those songs?
No.
And-
Not at all.
exactly.
I like
So y'all
Jealous
going
though.
to.
That little,
The
it's
Jealous
cool.
joint is fire.
I like them songs, but are you going in your phone?
No,
like, you know what?
is it
I
better
need to
than
listen
Khaled
to.
shit? I'll be honest with you. Both of them are not gonna get way too many spins for me.
You know that's
Um,
1 and 2 though, right?
Yeah, I know it's 1 and 2. I heard Khaled
Oh,
threw
word?
some salt on the John.
This nigga.
He
Talking
fell
about-
away.
Oh, I heard that. I heard about
On
that.
Igor?
Yeah, cause
That's the name of the album?
yeah, it's called Igor.
Oh.
Well, respect to Tyler, cause
Yeah, I mean,
he
shout
wrote,
out to him.
produced, and
Did everything
he did everything
on some J Cole shit.
Yeah, like everything. So respect to him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna flop it. I'm not gonna pop it. I'm just gonna it's
Plop.
decent. It's just nothing that I'm going to keep going back to.
I thought I took the quick surprise over the weekend. I thought it was good. Am I gonna play it again? No. You know, some things are just like good. Oh, that was good, but I'm good.
So wait, does that mean it's good then? Like
no,
if it's not
it was
going
good.
past one or two spins,
is it
all right,
good?
that's kind of not good, bro.
Look at this.
Nah,
I remember
not
when
necessarily.
y'all really popped 2 Chainz project, right? And then
I was
and then
thinking
remember
about
when
that
I
too.
just said I said a couple
There's
weeks
no
ago, last
replay-
week I was
no
like, did y'all
replay
go back to
value
it?
like
He's like,
that.
no. I was like, yeah, but y'all popped it. But he's like, no, just didn't go back to it. But it's like one of those. Well, it's a little bit less than one of those because it went so left for me that I was very surprised and I was like, pretty good.
So in order, see now I gotta ask this.
Yeah,
so
dead ass.
How
Let's
many
listen.
times you have to listen to the album to be like, all right, that shit's really popping?
Well,
know some
the way I
music
look
is
at
good
Pop and
music,
Flop
but
is
you're just
because
not gonna
of
run it back.
this is off of first listen.
Like
we have
like
to Pop
I'll
and Flop
go
what we
back
think
to
right now.
Like I'll go back to Tory Lanez. I'll go back to Nipsey Hussle. Like
But this is
Because
people that
you like
you
it, like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could listen to something and say that is good, but you just don't want to
Just
hear it
don't-
again. It's
like you said, it's not
you
your
don't wanna-
speed.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like this album
But
is one of those.
You could be
It's-
objective
you
and be
gotta-
like, you know what I mean? That,
certain
even though I don't
taste.
like it, I can see why people like it.
yeah.
Yeah, and he went so left, and we were talking about it over the weekend how it's like Frank Ocean inspired. It's like,
Yeah, definitely. Frank Ocean, Azalea Banks. He got a lot of mixtures in there.
That's a squad though.
yeah,
part of his team.
that's who they started with.
Yeah.
Nah, that nigga's too much of a widow for me.
OD.
I can't
Like,
do
I-
it.
Yo, I love
fuck with it.
Earthquake though. I'll
I
have
like that
Earthquake
song. I like
on
that song.
repeat.
I like that.
I
song.
love that song.
That's
Nah.
the kind of only song I can listen to
I'm
over.
not gonna
But
hold you.
I'm into the weird vibe sometimes. But he, like,
I
swear
like
past that
different.
shit
I
to
like
like that.
different music. I like different
Yeah.
vibes. But with him, he's too much of a weirdo.
Yeah,
for
OD,
me. I
OD.
can't really get into
OD.
it.
Cardi B new single "Pressed." How you feel about it?
It's a big fat dub.
I don't like it.
Dub.
You mean W? You mean W?
Jokes.
It's a win.
Dub.
Yo, that's just trash.
Oh
not-
shit.
Press. I'm a nigga say press.
She,
Ding dong.
Yo, this is a dub.
You know what it
I
sound
didn't
like?
expect
It
that.
kind of sound like, what's that nigga name?
Sound like everything else.
No, what's that? Oh, he made a song. What's that nigga? Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, that y'all
Oh,
said the same
fresher.
thing. Wait a minute. Press.
See that? You can
No, I
mix that
said
into-
that the other
You can
day. I
mix
was
it.
like, am I singing? Which song am I singing right now?
It didn't feel like really like she was trying to be really hard in it. It felt like
Bro,
shit.
it's
It
mad
felt forced.
aggressive, son.
Yeah,
like,
like-
I'm like, nah, we don't want to. See, I don't.
Yeah.
But
I don't need
ain't
that
gonna lie,
aggressive stuff.
I like the
from me.
concept. I like the
What's the
concept of
concept?
the song.
It's the same. She's talking about the same thing.
Same
like,
thing all the time, but I'm talking about as far as like even
What?
the art. Like me, I tend to judge stuff also for the artwork and how it's like it looks like an old school like somebody getting locked up. What's it called? Pet walk or
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Walk of shame type shit.
what you call them? What you call them? People that get locked up? Perp walk.
Perp walk,
It looked like an
okay.
old school perp walk and. She's butt ass naked.
What,
And
it's a video for it already?
Nah,
No,
the
she's talking
cover,
about
the cover,
art,
the
the
artwork.
art. You know,
I
that-
seen it.
That's the.
But that's not her though.
That's a different facet now these days. Is
What?
the the art with the music?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
package
cool.
deal now.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Fuck
Stinky
with
thing.
Me, I ain't even listen to it.
He just
You
skipped
never
that
heard
'cause
it?
I didn't say
Bad
nothing.
He said
Juice, you
stinky
heard
thing.
it?
I never heard it. I didn't even know it was a song. I didn't even know it was a single.
Oh wow, they be playing that shit on the radio a lot now.
Oh boy.
I don't listen to
Hey,
it.
She getting
Yeah,
different
no
type of
wonder.
pro now. Yeah, what's name been quiet lately?
Oh.
Her arch nemesis.
Yeah, she been MIA.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Nicki?
she's always been like that though.
No, this is a little longer than usual.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. But every time she
No, I
be-
think last time she was quiet for a long time.
Yeah,
then
she
she put out
quiet
the
and then
Chuck.
when
It's,
her-
it's
when her
okay
shit
though.
come
You don't
out-
always have to be
yeah,
present.
when her shit
It's
come
okay.
out, she just do the whole
What?
toll run.
You hate that when niggas ain't president.
I don't
Every
care.
day.
You don't like.
You said it's okay, but now
You
it's
don't be like when niggas MIA for too long.
Yeah,
You don't like.
you hate it
Because you want the consistency. I hear consistency.
I was waiting for this
Right,
nigga to
right,
deny it.
I was ready. I was like,
When it,
You
well,
don't
you know
be
why I'm
like
saying
that,
that? You know
bro.
why I'm
That's-
saying that? I'm saying that because she was only present just to combat whatever she's doing. If you're gonna be present with the music. That's what I'm talking about. If she's only coming back to be present just to be butt ass naked and all that extra
She was
shit,
doing that
she can
chopsticks thing
say
or whatever.
stay quiet.
Y'all ain't like that.
But when y'all talking about like my actual artist, yeah, nigga, I need tones. I need the music. Where you going?
I heard the singer the other day. Tory Lanez, Quavo, and Tyga, Broken Legs. How you feel about it on the right side?
Trash.
I like it.
I put it on my IG story. He's like, yo, bro, I can't force it. So
I like it. I like it.
can't force
I
it.
like that.
I
shit.
like
It's typical. It's typical.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's
I
cool.
don't like it
I
at
it's a
all.
plot.
I'm like Tory.
Some booty
That's
shaking
what we
thing.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
Tory,
I'm like,
he
bro.
already had another
You know what I
song.
like? Because he
Freaky
sampled,
same
I like
thing.
freaky shit. Yeah, it's the same song.
Yeah,
he
freaky
sampled
shit,
the one of them booty shaking songs from back in the day.
Do you see the part when they go, Emma, because there's Vete.
Vete.
That's not
what I'm
OT
talking about.
Genesis?
No, that's
sounds like
Juvenile.
I know that, but it sounds like
But-
OT Genesis saying that.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't tell who the hell
That
it
ass,
was.
it sounds
I'm
like OT
who's that?
Genesis.
Is that Tory Lanez, Quavo, or who's singing that part?
Yeah, exactly.
Tell you that shit's
I seen the
trash.
video and it was his voice.
Tell you that
Flop
for a
thing?
fact.
I like that
Trash.
song.
Y'all
What,
like
that song?
It's garbage.
I
Y'all
can
like
see
the
that.
other one? Or honorable mention, the Chris Brown and Drake shit?
That shit hard to me.
It's good. It's cool.
That's good. It's cool.
Guidance shit.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
guidance.
It's cool.
I like it.
I'm saying that because like Chris Brown and Drake, like your
Cheat code?
expectation is supposed to be
It's a
like,
cheat
yo,
code.
son, yo, son,
I
did you?
think it's
But I
there
ain't
for
gonna-
me.
Nah, you
but
better.
they were
They done hit
amping
it.
it.
That's
They
a
done
great
It's cool.
song.
That thing is.
I think they
Yeah.
amping it.
It's
They-
cool,
I think they
it's cool.
amping it. I think they amping it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's cool.
It's
It's
expected. It's expected
Nah, I
to be
like
because
that
of the
song
name.
a lot.
But it's
It's
a,
cool.
it's a
I
good
thought you would
song.
like that for real.
Yo, this
Because
nigga
you
thought
like
I
both of them, so I thought you would like. I thought you would like that.
I like them both
I think
too,
it's-
but
I think it's very
it's-
mediocre. The way they
Really?
act-
I wouldn't use that word. I wouldn't use that word. It's a good song. Period.
Okay, I
No,
get
that
it.
thing is ox, bro. That shit
about
is
you?
fire to me.
I don't know.
You listen to it yet?
Yeah, I listened to it once.
What
so
you
that's
don't?
why.
You feel it's kind of it's not all that, right?
Nah, it's
Nah,
not.
it's just reg.
But
It's-
like you said, you have a certain expectation with them
Exactly.
two niggas
Because it's them
collab.
two. It's like, nah, this
It
shit's
met
supposed
my
to be litty.
expectations.
Really?
I be having it on repeat.
I gotta
I'm like, yo,
listen
it's
to
a
it
good
again.
vibe to
I
me.
guess I got.
Y'all be feeling like, oh, when a song come out, everybody saying it's hot, so that's why y'all be like,
Nah,
that.
nah, nah,
Because
Drew be good for that. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I-
Like, let y'all
when I-
niggas be
when
be
I listen
hyping.
to
I'm
music-
I'm gonna be chilling over here.
When I listen to music, I'm weird like that. It's like if I like a song, I gotta figure out why I like it. You know what I mean? Like I'll be on some producer type fucked up shit.
So
like,
a vibe,
if I like it-
ain't good enough for you.
yeah, like not really. I'll be like, why do I like it? I got,
But
I'm
I-
weird
I
like
do
that.
dissect-
I'm
I
big,
do
I'm big on
dissect-
dissecting and breaking shit down.
I dissect too
But
like that.
sometimes I feel like sometimes
You can
doing
just like
that,
to like
can,
it.
It
What?
can kind of be a bad thing because I feel
What?
like when you listen to a song, it's like second nature. It's supposed to be a reflex. Like
No,
you shouldn't
no.
have to really like.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But like perfect example. Like I think this song is whack, but I like it. Like what's it called? The Lil Duval song.
Smile.
Smile, bitch.
No, the other one.
the new one you
The
got?
newest one.
The one I
The
put
shit
in
with-
the other
Black
day.
man don't cheat. Shit?
No, not the Black Man No G. The
Oh, you
other
talking
one.
about the
shit with
the-
Shit with
Ty Dolla Sign.
Ty Dolla Sign.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
like it, but you know why? It kind of gave me like I figured
Cause you got that
I was wondering,
old school.
Yeah, but I was wondering
But
why
that's
I
how
don't like
small
it.
bitches
But it
too.
gave me that Uncle Charlie feel. You know what I mean? Like it
She'll
gave me
be
that.
like it's shit for different reasons.
That's what I'm
from
saying.
everybody.
I mean, I dissect music too. Even when I was
Yeah.
specifically listening to Drake and Chris Brown, I'm like, all right, boom. Before I even make any decision, is the beat good? Is
Yes.
it typical? Were the notes, were the melodies great?
Yes.
Did Drake do
Yeah, ain't
justice?
fuck with-
I do all of that.
Y'all fuck with that old Charlie Wilson? You know, you know who Charlie Wilson is.
My
right?
last name Charlie.
Yo, that's what. Yo, it's a fun record. So it's like, yo, I'm like, yo, why I like this corny shit?
That's
But
that
I was
barbecue
like, yo,
music shit.
Yeah, I was like, yo, it got happy feel to it.
That's the type of vibe he trying to bring. But I'll take Smile Bitch over that any day.
I kind of like it. I
I'll
ain't gonna
take
lie.
none of them.
Nah, Smile Bitch
Yeah,
is a
Smile.
record.
I'll
bro.
take none of them.
And you know we in the club
None
too,
of them.
so
Bro,
Yeah, I
The
know.
reactions
you
all
know
the
how
time.
long it took me to accept that Smile record?
nah, I liked it from jump for
I
some
told
reason.
you I like that shit too.
I liked it from
I
jump.
hated
Bro.
it from the start.
Bro,
nigga.
me too. I'm
From
like,
the
this shit is
oh,
fucking
you still hate it?
horrible.
Still hate it?
I still hate it, boy.
He said,
Nah,
hey,
nah,
It grew on me. It grew on me. I ain't gonna lie.
Hated
It grew on me.
Hated
It grew on
it.
me. Big time. It grew on me.
Oh yeah, I wanted to give an honorable mention because
What's
I just came up on this record and I was like, yo, this shit hard. I came in front. This song Marlon Craft made it.
Oh yeah.
That
Yo,
shit
the
is
video
dope.
is crazy.
And the
Yo,
video
Marlon-
made me like
you know,
it even more.
You know who put me on the Marlon Craft? Steve's little cousin, Carl. He just posted on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Little 15-year-old,
So,
16-year-old kid.
white little
Little
weirdo looking
white
nigga.
weirdo, but boy
But-
can rap.
Yeah, he can really
But
rap.
yeah, he not
And
gonna
that-
like
but
it.
that-
My
But
boy
that-
can rap though.
the
Boy,
video,
boy's nice.
the
Marlon
concept.
Marlon Crab, I heard him before. He's actually super nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I
made
think
that
I heard
though,
him. I think I heard him before
I'll
all
tell
of
you,
y'all.
I'll tell you
But
why.
he's like a white
What made him famous?
boy.
What made him famous is that freestyle he made on
He did
Survival of the
mad.
Fittest.
He did mad of them shits on Facebook.
But I'm saying he
That's
made
where it started too.
That's what made it go viral. Like he was rapping on Survival of the Fittest on a freestyle, and he sounded like his shit was.
And he
it.
don't look nothing like how he
Yeah.
He got bars.
He
Yeah.
look nothing
That's
like how he
bars.
sounds.
Yeah, he's
bars,
nice.
bars.
Like when I say nothing,
Yeah.
that means like
He's a weirdo. He looked like a weirdo.
no,
But-
like even beyond.
That's what happens if you allow them
He looks-
to come in too
But-
much.
Who cares?
I
Um,
do, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yo, who
But
he
it's,
looks
it's
like
the music to me. Like I'm not even gonna
he
hold
looks
you to
like
him.
a
He sounds.
what do you call a white terrorist? What do you
Yeah.
call him?
He looked like
What's
a
me?
type of kid that would shoot up a school.
Yeah, he looks like one of them kids.
one of them, but and he don't sound like that though. If you just listen to him, you don't even know he's white.
I see it. He sounds like a black guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
His voice
But
mad
the-
deep. I'm like, you just
Go watch the video. Marlon Craft, gang, gang, gang. Yo,
I'm
that
surprised you brought his
video
name
is-
back. I actually ain't hear from him in a minute.
Yeah.
put it in there. I was
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I seen this the other day.
Yeah, I just thought y'all, dubstep it, same shit, different day. You know what I mean? I thought y'all just dubstep the shit. You know what I mean?
This nigga June.
Where put it in the chat? You put it in the chat?
Huh?
He put it in the chat.
I did
June
AI
threw
shit.
like
I
6
looked
songs
at-
in the chat.
I
I be
looked
listening
at
to
it.
3.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like,
I did
okay,
AI
I'ma
shit,
check.
though.
I'm gonna check.
I checked that one.
Tyler-
'cause I
That
Tyler
shit to
Lee
your
shit.
shit too all the time. It don't matter.
Yeah, y'all bumping that Tory coffee shit in the club yet?
That
Nah,
shit's
son.
trash.
All we need is the
Y'all
regular.
liked it?
I don't
No,
like it.
no.
That shit
I feel like
trash.
You
try-
asked, and I was like, I be hearing on the road. The accent is so
It's
unauthentic, bro.
Bro,
I mean, I like to know, dog, but not bad. I'm like, bro,
That
stop.
That whole EP was trash.
No,
That
was
thing-
an
that-
EP
isn't that what you said,
international-
though?
That was on the EP.
That's what you said.
International,
Yo,
what's it called?
I'm glad I never listened to it.
But
Yeah,
what
I didn't
EP
give
is
it
that?
that.
Did I
What
tell you?
EP
That
is
week, I'm
that?
like,
I
yo,
forgot,
I'm like, that shit is horrible.
Yeah.
Tory,
EP?
keep that over there.
International something.
That shit is
It was-
trash.
it was only on
Oh,
I could have
that
sworn
is
you
bad.
were the one that said that.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Who EP
Tory,
is that?
Tory.
It's his,
No,
but
I
he
did say that.
They only got like 5
it's like he got
songs.
the Afrobeat shit on there. He got reggae. He
I
got
keep it a buck. I keep it a
Then I
buck.
w- I told you, I'm like, no, don't waste your time.
I keep it a buck. I only listen to like 3 of them that they play on the radio, and because of what y'all said, I like Tory Lanez. I wanna stay liking him, son. I don't want him
Nah,
to
but
oversaturate
he's been
himself.
wildin'.
I
and then I'm
understood.
just like,
Wildin'
I understood why he did it. Like
that was actually
that's
a
the
genius idea.
Yeah, that's to branch off. You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
genius
You want
idea.
to touch other
But
lanes.
the thing
But-
with Tory Lanez, he has so much music. There is just like, all right,
yeah.
Guy,
You could slow down a little bit.
No, not even not. No, I'm not talking about that because at one point he like besides the hits that he had, like Love or however the name of the song. Besides that, he wasn't bubbling for a little while. So
He was worrying about Drake too much, trying to like
Nah, I
take the.
think
No, yes, he was trying to
he
take the
had-
whole Canadian crown
Nah,
thing.
he had a couple. Even
He,
before
he
Love.
made a
He
mixtape
had a
called
couple shit like
The New
Diego.
Toronto.
Diego was popping.
those,
Yo,
I'm
yeah,
talking about.
that nigga needs to come out with another.
I love
chicks
that
tape
Tory,
record.
but I'm
You
talking
still-
about
you waiting on that chick tape
Diego.
that long.
Diego stayed
Son.
here. Love went.
Yeah, that's
went,
what I think he
went.
need to drop. I said pause, but
Chicks tape.
that's what I think that he need to
He
drop.
been waiting
He
on
drop
that chick
another
tape for a
chick
minute.
tape.
Bro,
Yeah.
You
I've
like
been waiting
those?
on-
I hate
I
those songs.
don't like
I'm
Chicks
sorry.
Tape.
Nah, but there's one record he
I'm
got with.
trash with
But
them.
he
I'm
remade
sorry.
the he
You don't be
remade
liking
the
them?
chicks.
I like him. But he makes because he remakes some great beats.
Yeah.
He be
But
making them
sometimes
shit-
he don't body them. He just remakes
I ain't
them.
gonna
and it's like,
front.
it's
There's
okay.
the one that he made T-Pain. He made the T-Pain shit over. He bodied
Yes,
that.
he
Where is
did. That's the What's Love?
Chicks
No, I'm
tape.
sprung.
It's
I'm
supposed to be on
sprung.
the next chicks tape.
Oh, okay, because I can only hear it on his social media.
'Cause he
just
didn't
getting
drop it
hype,
yet.
boy.
That's
It's on the
the
next
tease.
Yo,
That
Chicks
sounds
Tape
fire,
4,
bro.
that shit's fire,
Yo,
bro.
I don't really be liking when rappers be dedicating our whole albums to chicks. Some of them just don't. They don't never really hit for me like that.
But I think
They
he's
don't
a
know-
rapper second though. He's
That's how I feel
he's
about
a artist.
Sa'ari making that trash.
oh,
He was a
man.
battle rapper.
I don't care.
That was for the
That's
garbage.
exactly why he should stay that lane. Not
But
that
yo,
lane, but leave.
Bitch, chicks
Niggas be
buying
trying,
his
yeah.
album.
Whatever
I
works.
get it, but
Whatever
I'm,
works.
Buying his
I'm
album.
good on those, bro.
Yeah, he got me right.
Chicks, man.
Yeah, trying to be polite. Trying to be polite and shit.
I'm good on those, bro.
Yeah.
So we're gonna close it out with that. It's an Oddly Similar Podcast, Season 2, Episode number 16. I am Rello. To the right of me, I have.
DJ Danger.
Yeah, hype, I'm out of here.
Darren.
Joan.
The Oddly Similar Podcast.